Hey everybody, it's Warren here, hanging in my kitchen. This is in response to my video I posted last night. Gonna do a photo shoot where I'm actually in front of the camera as opposed to being behind it. A little bit nervous. My 2-year transformation is coming up. My 2-year date is November 8th. Was exactly the day that I chose to change my life and create a whole new lifestyle for me. Like I explained in my previous video, I have an opportunity to get in front of the camera with one of the greatest photographers on the planet, who's a really good friend. And she's excited, I'm excited, and I'm a little bit nervous, obviously. So I only have about 10 days to get my shit together. And obviously I'm not gonna be able to cut a ton in 10 days, but I'm going to knock my calories, gonna knock my carbs a little bit. I'm gonna kind of lean out, dry out a little bit, and then at the end I'm gonna carb load this shit out of my body for a day or two, and we'll see what I can come up with for a look. So yes, I'm nervous, I'm excited. Whew. Well, I'll show you where I'm at. Again, I haven't posted videos about where I'm at physically or anything like that in so long. I weighed in this morning 234.8 pounds on the scale. It's 235 pounds. I'm sitting, I believe at probably 17% body fat, 17 to 18. Arms and everything are pretty lean. I mean, the reality is even my legs are pretty lean, everything's lean. I hold my weight right here. So this is what I have. That's no bullshit. So that's where I sit. It's not, yeah, it sucks. I hate this because again, I don't think I will ever have a round belly button. So that's where my fat sits and a little bit of love handle on the back. So I'm gonna see how much of that I can cut in the next 10 days and without losing muscle. I normally sit at 3,500, I'm sitting at 3,500 to 4,000 calories a day maintenance, which is great. I get to eat a lot. I train freaking hard. That's why I can eat that. I'm gonna add a little bit extra cardio in. I'll show you what I'm gonna do for cardio. I've got my meathead dogs. You can hear Leroy chawing away on his bone over here. And they came from a farm, so they were farm dogs. And all of a sudden we're in the city, so we have to take them for walks every day. So I'm gonna take them for an extra walk. I'm gonna go an extra 2 miles, 2 to 3 miles every day with them, get some good steps in. So that's the extra cardio I'm gonna put in on top of my regular days for the next 10 days. So I'm gonna kick off my morning, my first meal, with the usual. I have this every single day. I'm not the only one. Greg Doucette, you look at lots of guys, Jesse James, I mean, there's so many people that eat this for their meal. I'm gonna have French toast. Start out with a higher fiber bread, egg whites. I always put a splash of silk almond milk, 60 cal stuff, not the 30 even, this tastes better. And I put a little splash of this in because you need it moist. And this keeps it moist. Then, protein powder, you can choose whatever you want. I like this, the Hexapro. I've been using this for a year, almost 2 years. Stuff works great. It's inexpensive, works fine. Don't kid yourself. People say, well, it's got all this extra stuff, and it doesn't really. There's a little bit of sugar in it, who gives a shit? I'm training friggin' hard enough, I can have a little bit of sugar. You know, so don't stress. If you're training hard and you've taken your body to a place where it is burning calories, things are great, you know, sugar-wise and all that stuff, you can have some sugar, who cares? So, and then, a little cinnamon, ham, obviously, that's what we use on everything that we do not use. We don't dollop any oil on anything anymore. And then you gotta top it off with the best. Mrs. Butterworth's no sugar added syrup. 20 calories per quarter cup. You can dump this shit on by the gallon, just about, I swear. I probably use a half a cup of this on every morning with my French toast. I'll probably be sitting around 700 to 800 calories realistically for this. If I drop my calories 2,500 to 3,000, that still leaves me anywhere from 1,500 to 2,000 calories-ish to get to where I need to be. I will document it fairly close on my calories. I'm not gonna be like to the gram. I mean, obviously it's important that I need to lose a little bit more body fat for this. Again, I only have 10 days, I don't have a long time, so I'm gonna crunch it pretty hard. Again, a scale is a good thing. Use your scale. It makes so much sense. If you have any doubts of exactly what kind of calories are in bread, egg whites, any of that kind of stuff, use your scale, because your scale is the most accurate way of measuring your calories. you get your weights, and then I use Google all the time, whatever floats your boat. You have FitnessPal apps, MyFitnessPal, all that kind of stuff will tell you. So I'm gonna make some French toast, show you what I made, show you pretty much exactly what's in it for calories and protein. Again, that's all I'm really gonna care about. I'm gonna watch carbs a little closer this next 10 days. Again, I didn't give a shit about carbs or fat up until this point, but I definitely need to knock my calories a bit. I'm going to keep my protein intake probably 200 to 250 grams a day, right in that I say 0.8 to 1 gram per pound of body fat. So I'm gonna hit 2 to 250 every day. And again, I'm gonna knock my carbs a little bit, probably knock my carbs later in the day. I tend to start with the French toast because I love carbs in the morning. I carb the shit out of my body first thing in the morning. Plus, the first workout of this whole journey is going to be legs. So I wanna crank up and get as much glycogen in my muscles as I can. I wanna have as much energy as I can going into this leg day. And I'll drag my camera along and show a little bit of that as well. So until then, I'm gonna make some French toast. I'm Warren. This starts 10 days of holy shit. I gotta do my best to get in as tight as I can to be in front of this camera. Until then, I'll talk to you soon. Breakfast is served. Guys, wanna go for a walk? Wanna go for a walk? Wanna go for a walk, Meat? Hey, Meat. Wanna go for a walk? Hey, Etta. You excited? You guys excited? All right. Here we go. Morning cardio. Are you guys ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? You ready? Yes. All right, here we go. Heading out for a morning walk. They're pumped. I'm pumped. Ta-da. Here we are. Sunday morning in our new neighborhood. Got my meatheads. Hey, Yada. Leroy. Yada. Brisk walk. We'll go about 2 to 3 miles, something like that. Yeah, burn a few calories. We'll see how many steps we do. It's just a great way. Again, these guys, they need the exercise. I need the exercise. And what a beautiful morning in the neighborhood. It's a little bit chilly, but not bad. So considering it's one day off November in the Canadian prairies, we're doing pretty damn good. So I'll talk to y'all at the end of this. All right, here I am. It's 3 hours past my breakfast time. I'd hope to be to the gym by now doing my legs, and here I am still working. I'm trying to take care of my photo business as well. I've got a lot of orders to get ready for Christmas, so I was doing that. Now I'm heading to the gym, but I'm almost 3 hours after eating my breakfast, and I'm definitely gonna need some energy for my leg day. Like most people, you can't eat a lot before you do legs, especially any heavy proteins. You're not gonna go eat a steak and do your legs. There's no way. I'd be puking. There's no way I could do it. I could not handle the weight in my stomach trying to train legs. So one of my favorite things to eat is Rice Krispies. Super tasty. I've got 68 grams, which puts me at about, if I go 68 grams, 2.5 times that, I'm looking at about 270 calories at about 60 grams of carbs, 65 grams of carbs. So it's a pretty good punch. I'd probably honestly have more, but that's all I have left in my Rice Krispie box. So that's what I'm gonna eat. I'm gonna put a little bit of almond milk, just a quick splash, 20, 30 calories on it, probably 20 calories of Mrs. Butterworth's no sugar added syrup. And I'm gonna have a quick blast because of the fact it's Rice Krispies. It actually gets into your system rather fast. It is digested quite fast. So I'm gonna mow down these Rice Krispies, head to the gym, and we'll see y'all there. Well, here we are outside the gym. I can see it. There it is, Snap Fitness Leduc. Awesome. Pre-workout. I don't dry scoop it. I used to dry scoop it a little bit. I use batch 27. It is insanely good pre-workout. It's one of the very few workouts I've bought lots of, and it works mind-blowingly well. It's got beta-alanine, you know, itchy butthole compound, but gives incredible stamina throughout your workout. It's got a pretty substantial dose of caffeine in it, which doesn't bother me at all. L-citrulline, it's got all really good doses of everything. I'm definitely happy with it. 325 milligrams of caffeine, 3.5 grams of beta-alanine, and 8 grams of citrulline malate, however you say it. Wicked numbers, and it's actually made in Saskatchewan. So it is a local prairie-made supplement that kicks ass. So again, I don't pre-work dry scoop it. I used to all the time, but this bubblegum grape tastes friggin' awesome. So I'm not just gonna pound it. I drink it fast, but I'm gonna get my pre in me and get ready to do some legs. Well, here we are at the gym, and it's quiet, pretty quiet in here. It's nice actually. Sunday morning, Halloween. This is where you mentally have to get yourself psyched up. So I usually jump on a treadmill. You can do a bike, whatever floats your boat. Just get some blood moving into your legs and all that kind of stuff. And see if I can get my brain into leg training mode, which sometimes takes a little longer than I like. But this is where it's mind over matter, mind over muscle. This is where you have to push past the pain and everything else and just get in the headspace to have a great leg day. That's how you grow them. So I'll be on here 5 to 8 minutes. I'll pick up the pace a little bit, and then I'm going to start with some leg curls downstairs. It's a John Meadows way of thinking. You get a little bit of blood flow into your knees, get your knees moving a little bit. I tend to not do the bigger movements as soon. I want to warm them up a little bit. So I'm going to start with some leg curls, but I'll see you in a few minutes. So here we are. Just finished 77 minutes of legs. I did. Well, I started with 4 sets of leg curls, up to 10 reps. My last row was more warm up with my legs than anything in my knees. Then I moved to leg press. I did 5 sets, up to a pretty substantial weight. My last set was 7 to 8 reps, and then I did 3 sets of single leg on the leg press. Then I think with single leg is you can tuck your other foot in the other leg, and you can get a little bit of help, like a little bit of spot with your opposite leg, which is nice. And then I went and did ham and glutes on the ham and glute machine, which kills me. I'm just starting to do that. And then over to leg extensions. I did 4 sets of leg extensions till I could barely walk, and I just wrapped up with 4 sets of calves on a calf machine. The thing with calves is I kind of superset them through the whole thing. Anything on the any leg press, anything like that, I will, as soon as I'm done just killing my quads and my legs, I will burn out on my toes until I can't even function anymore. I'll burn up my calves. So my calves get worked lots during my leg workout. It's a non-stop thing, not just at the end. You want big calves, you got to work them. That's plain and simple. It's numbers. You got to put lots of numbers on them. Other than that, now I'm sitting here and I always go to 90 minutes. This leaves me 12 more minutes. So I'm going to go hard on a treadmill for 12 minutes to cap out my 90 minutes. And then I'll show you what I'm sitting at for numbers. So I'll see y'all in a few minutes. And that's a wrap. Woo! I'm beat down. Oh my God. A good leg workout should leave you just a puddle. No, that's exactly what I am right now. I am without question a puddle. There's not much working properly on my body or inside my head right now. Just sitting in my vehicle for a few minutes catching my breath. I do, however, always have a cold shower after all my workouts. Not for the standard cold shower reasons, but, well, I guess in a way. Honestly, what happens is when you train really hard, and if you bust your ass and really damage your muscles, which is ultimately what you're doing, you're creating an injury that needs to heal. And let's say you break your ankle, what do? You ice it. You tear something, what do? You ice it. You want to heal faster, and if you want to get gains quicker, all that kind of stuff. Have a cold shower when you're done. It takes your breath away for a couple minutes, but that cold shower will essentially heal your muscles faster. You can train more and you will grow faster. That is a fact. Plus, I don't want to say it feels good. It does feel good after you get over the initial shrinkage. But yeah, that's how it works. So I have a cold shower after every workout. I bring a towel, I jump in the shower, I friggin' freeze whatever body parts I've been working on for the most part, get as cold as I can, and wind it down. I take about a 5-minute shower just to cool those muscles off and start the healing process faster and sooner than later. Everybody home now? So for the next 9-10 days, I'm gonna be knocking my carbs down quite a bit. I'm still gonna eat carbs in the morning, my French toast, but then after that, there's gonna be slim pickings for the carbs. I'm gonna try to knock my carbs down in the last day or two right before the shoot. I will be eating lots of donuts. Oh my God, I can't wait. So that's gonna be a good time. So these are what I bought. Boneless, skinless chicken thighs. Friggin' tasty. My favorite chicken cut. I actually cut a chicken at all. I've got my air fryer. Gonna fire it up. Then I'm just gonna basically load them up with this Jamaican bobsled. Super tasty seasoning, actually. I think it's made in Canada, this stuff as well. It is made in Canada. And you can pick it up at your local Safeway or Sobeys or whatever. They always have them. I love it. Super good. I'm just gonna hose them down with it, throw them in the air fryer, fry them up. Eat a few 100 grams of them, get my 50 to 60 grams of protein is kind of my goal. So I'm sitting at about 70 from breakfast. Again, there's just gonna be a bit of fat, a bit of protein with this. Might have a couple carrots or something just as a snack along the side, a little bit of, vegetables. Other than that, that's gonna be it for my post-workout meal and my lunch. Second meal of the day, that's it. Other than a little bit of Rice Krispies I had right before the session. So you bet, gonna get to cooking. Everybody, it's Warren here. Second last meal of the day. I've just been in busting my ass on my computer. Again, because I'm knocking a lot of carbs down, what I'm doing is I'm just making a mug cake, really simple. Basically, I threw in 2 scoops of protein powder. So I'm looking at about 50 grams of protein, and 3-4 grams of sugar in the All Max protein powder that I use. I like it. It's a blend. It cooks really well. You'll see with the mug cake, it comes out just like a moist cake. It's freaking awesome. I throw about a teaspoon of baking powder in, and I do about a tablespoon of Fry's cocoa. So I'm basically making a chocolate mug cake. And then what I'm gonna do as well is I'm gonna take a heaping tablespoon, maybe 2 tablespoons of peanut butter powder. So basically de-oiled peanut butter. And I'm gonna mix it into a sauce and I'm gonna dump it over the top. So I'm gonna make that now. Super simple, super low carb, and an awesome low carb alternative when you're starving. So here we go. And there you have it, all finished, quite voluminous. And I'm going to take my 2 tablespoons of PB2 with some water, or PB2, I call it PB2, this is the new brand. Just a powdered peanut butter without the oil, low cal. Nom, nom, nom. There you have it. This is basically what it is. Look at that. Cake. Oh, sorry. Camera. Basically, it's cake. Moist cake. So good. So good. Around 400 calories max. And you're looking at 50 plus calories, close to 60 grams of protein in that. That's it. Super simple, super easy, tastes great. It's Warren here. One more time. And I've got one more meal. And what I'm going to eat is a pack of lean ground chicken breast. Basically gonna toss it in the frying pan, fry it up. I know that I have to watch my blood pressure, so I'm very, very careful on putting any sodium and that kind of stuff in my body anywhere after supper. I've been very fortunate that I've busted my ass enough that I could lower my blood pressure down. So I need to, I know that if I eat a bunch of sodium after supper, I'll sit there and I can feel my blood pressure at night, and I don't want to be walking around in a state of hypertension, so, or even laying there trying to sleep with your ears ringing. So I'm super careful on my sodium, but I can throw in literally a pack of this chicken breast. It is lean ground, 140 calories per half for 100 grams. There's 400 grams. I'm looking at about, bear with me, I'm just reading as I should have had this figured out before. I'm basically looking at 4 times 17, which puts me at 40, 28, 68 grams of protein, probably more than I should eat. So I'll probably eat half of it, which puts me in at 280 calories, which puts me under 2,500 calories for the day, literally about 2,300 calories for the day. I'm hungry, but I know I have to do it. So I'm just literally gonna eat this. I might eat a few carrots as well with it. And other than that, that's it. So it's my last meal. We'll get up, and tomorrow will be a pull day, so it's a back day. And we'll rock it. I'll be up bright and early tomorrow, probably 5 a.m., 5:30 a.m. Get my session in by 8:30 and get to work, busting my ass, getting everybody their photo orders done. So until then, good night. It is 8:30. Paul is almost home, and we'll talk to y'all soon. I'm just gonna munch out on some chicken. Adios.